Alright, so I just picked up this new trailer here. Well, new to me. So I traded the one that I built 3 years ago for this one. Reason being, just looking at it, it just looks like a standard 14 GVW, 14,000 GVW trailer. But when you come take a peek right here, this is actually a 10-ton trailer. So I traded mine for that because I kind of outgrew it and everything I have is too heavy. This thing needs some work, but heck, it pulled 3 hours home, so. And for whatever reason, this thing doesn't have any tongue weight. So the guy told me that was selling it, he's like, you're going to want something up there. He said to make it ride better, keep it from swaying on you. So I ended up buying this brush hog off of him. And while I was there, he also happened to have this root ripper right here for the front of an excavator. So I made him an offer and I bought that too while I was there. Yeah, I mean, this is a really well-built trailer. Oh, it's got a nice big chain box up here. And it's even got a thing right here. You can put a lock in it and can't nobody steal your chains. So I like that. It's got a nice jack. Yeah, pintle hook. Yeah, I feel like this will be a lot better for hauling my excavator and backhoe with. So it's obviously a little much for that truck. As far as, I don't think I'll have a problem with the machines I have now on it, but like I don't think you'd want to load this to its maximum capacity and try towing it. But it's a nice heavy duty set of ramp, and just to get a home, temporary set of magnetic lights. These, I recommend keeping a set of these if you mess with trailers quite a bit, because if lights don't work, stick them on and roll on with it. So I probably won't get to mess with this much till spring. And this brush hog here, it's just a 5-foot, pretty beat up brush hog, needs a little welding done. I didn't need it, but it was cheap enough, I just bought it. Out of this whole ordeal, the one thing I will get started on pretty soon is this root ripper, because I think that would be pretty sweet to show this little introduction clip, and then we'll pick back up whenever I get around to messing with this. I'll probably go around it, kind of make a parts list of everything I think I need for it, and just start ordering stuff, and then when it gets to it, we will work on it. Okay, so I think it's been about 6 months at this point since I traded for this trailer, and I'm finally getting around to actually doing something with it. So the only thing I really want to do today is get all 8 of these wheels off, because it's going to have new tires all the way around. And while it's off, I want to have these wheels sandblasted. I don't know if I'll paint them or powder coat them. First thing I want to do is get this here wheel off, and I'm going to put this one on here. This is a more common trailer tire. What is it? 235/85/16. So it's real common. These are an oddball 750/16, I think. The only difference, I think those ones are a little bit wider than these, so I'm worried it might touch the frame right here. I think that tire's flat, so this one's leaning in, so if I put that one on and it doesn't rub anywhere, then I think we'll be good. So I'm gonna get this thing jacked up and start seeing what I can get accomplished. Well, this is exactly what I was afraid of. The sidewall digs right into that. I'm sure with it sitting like level, it probably would be okay. But you don't always drive on level surfaces, so that'll dig into that. Well, that stinks. But so I'll have to run the 750/16s instead of this size. That's not the end of the world. Those you just got a special order. These pretty much any tire shop would have in stock. Right, here's all 8 tires off of here. And unfortunately, every one of these has all these dry rot cracks. So none of these are usable. I'm going to save a couple of these that got tread on them. Like these two are pretty good. I'll probably save them. The rest of them I'll get rid of. I'm going to get these dismounted and take them. My buddy told me about a guy that does sandblasting powder coats. So I might have him do that. At least sandblast them. I don't know if the powder coat's better than paint or not. But yeah, so we'll come back whenever I get all these, and I gotta order 8 new tires. So at least I started doing something on this. I'm gonna go grab some tools and just pop one of these brakes off, measure them, and see if it's the same brake that most 8 lug trailers use. And then I'll have to go through every one of them and see what parts I need, or if I just should replace all of them. Well, that's where we're at with it. So I'm gonna get some tools and pop that off. Hopefully we don't need too many tools to take this off of here. Shouldn't. I did, before I towed this home, I did put new grease, or grease these. They got grease fittings on the end here. That needs to go somewhere. See if I can just shear that off of there. Deal with that later. That bearing doesn't look bad though. Alright. I'm gonna go get some paper towels and a caliper so I can measure this, see if it's the same. Some paper towels. Three and a quarter. Unless it means inside the. This is 2.25. Yeah, I'm pretty positive it's the same brakes that's on my dad's trailer. Alright, it's a nice evening out. I'm going to work on getting the deck stripped off of this thing. So, I mean, it's probably still kind of usable, but I just want to replace it while I'm here. I dropped the wheels off today to get them sandblasted and powder coated, so that'll be nice. Those will all be like new. Yeah. Let's get to working on getting all this wood off here. Alright, here's the wiring mess they got going on here. It's some plastic pipe. So the easiest thing to do in this situation is cut it all out and start over. I'm gonna get to doing that. Alright, it is all stripped down. Got all that old wiring and stuff out of there. So there's that pipe. Bag of all the trash that came off of it. Yep, looking pretty good. I'm glad I'm finally making some progress. So I got these hoops here. I'll probably get some just regular black iron pipe and run a lot of my long distances to protect them wires. But yeah, I guess next up on the list, not doing it today, but I need to cut this right here off because it's heavy in the back. I might already explain this, and I want to move it up here a little bit forward on these axles, kind of take some weight off of the tail, shorten them ramps up back to what they originally were. New springs, put an actual bolt in that, do some welding on that. Then up here I got two little projects I want to do. I want to make a mount for a receiver right here so I can put my winch in it. And then right in here somewhere I want to make a mount to put one of them spare tire carriers up underneath. Like on a pickup truck, it's got the thing you spin to drop it down. I want one of them that I can have to make some cross members to hold a spare tire up here. So, not a terrible amount of work. I should have pretty much all the metal I need. So, I'm not sure when we'll get to doing this. Probably be a few weeks, but yeah. At least we're ready now to do some cutting and welding. So, we'll come back when I'm ready. I got quite a bit done today. That's good. So I cut these ramps off. I cut these 2 plates off right here. And those are 3/8 plates. And they're heavy. So between all this, there was a piece of C-channel and some angle spacing that up. And then cut those extensions off the ramp and those extra middle supports. So now they're significantly lighter. The back of this is substantially lighter. I was going to move these plates up here above the wheels, but I don't know. To me, it just seems like that's a lot of extra weight for no real advantage. So I might just do all wood. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Also got this trailer hitch welded up here so I can put my winch in it when I need it. Got my spare tire mount right there. That tire there is just for making sure everything fits, but I like how that is. I'll weld an extension on this that comes out, because the decking boards, they'll be on top of this. So you have this little gap here, so if I have an extension in here, I can stick another one in with a 3/8 ratchet and just let it down if I ever need it. So that turned out nice. I'm going to add 2 pieces of angle coming out this way, because right now that tire rocks. So I think if it had one this way and one that way, it would not let it rock. Yeah, I like that because it tucks the tire up. You can't even see it. It's hidden behind the frame, so out of sight, out of mind. It doesn't take up any space on the tongue or the trailer deck, and you got a spare tire with you. And I put that facing the passenger side, because usually when you blow a tire and you pull off on the side of the road, you're a lot safer getting stuff on the passenger side. Crack in this, got to grind that out and weld it. And then start drilling some holes and stuff for all the lights. Get everything ready. I got to get some thick wall conduit and run some pipes for the wires to go in. Get that welded in there. And then we're pretty much ready for paint. Okay, yesterday I didn't get much done. It rained all day. But I did tack on this piece of rigid conduit for my wire chase. So basically I have one going through this box here, then it stops right here, and then there's a break, and then this one starts. So that allows me to split off for like my marker lights. I can split off right here, come around, and continue those wires back. And then here there's another set of marker lights on each side, so I can split that off. But I also think I need one going long ways to run the brake wire to that side. So I got an extra piece of that. So I need a piece there, and then probably I'd like to put a piece on this dovetail. You see that loop? Yes, probably from like there to like right in here somewhere. So yeah, I need to get that welded in. I'd like to pressure wash this today. And maybe even shoot some primer on it. That's my, I guess, wiring distribution box. And this is the battery breakaway thing. So I'm mounting it right in about here. So I'm just going to hold it up right there where I want it. Take the drill bit. Those two are going to be a little more tricky. Alright, where's my holes I marked? There's one. Other one. The reason I'm doing this now before I paint it is so that paint gets in these little holes and I don't get rust stains going down the side of the trailer. Get this in place and I can mark them other two holes. I mean, I could measure and lay it out, but this is way faster. All right, right there looks good. I think what I'm gonna have to do is, no, I can get in there now. Now that I'm not having to hold it. Luckily the bolts I got are long enough, so that's nice. double check, make sure all this lines up. Yep, lines up good. Sweet. Now I'll take all this stuff back off and start prepping it for paint. Right, we should be ready to pressure wash this. So I got me a tank of water. I need to put a new well pump in, is why I had to get that. That was an adventure, but anyways, got a tank of water, so let's start pressure washing. Alright, it is finally time to put some primer on this thing. If I remember right, this is 8-to-1, I think. So, I have not decided on a color. I was going to do like an orange or green, but I'm kind of leaning towards white now. It would match the truck. So, I will decide that this evening when I go to the store to get some. But I already had this primer, so let's mix it up. It's been sitting on the shelf for a while. I don't think this can's any good. I mean, this is probably 3 or 4 years old. I got a brand new can here, so we'll give that a try. I don't have a date on it. Oh, I forgot the screens to dump in the paint gun. Actually, I think I forgot the whole paint gun. Yeah, we'll get it mixed up anyways. Hopefully this one ain't set up in the bottom like that one was. It probably is a year or two old also, but I'd like to. I'm gonna dump some of this out so I can get the trio down in there a little better. See if I can really get her. Alright, I'm gonna go get the paint gun and some of those filter things. We'll put this in. Okay. We got our paint sprayer thing to do jigger. Got some of these little filters. Mix that up real quick. Right. Got all this primer yesterday except for the ramps. I ran out of primer and didn't have enough to get them. So, I ain't too concerned about it. I got plenty of paint today, so I'll paint them. That's the first thing paint wears off of anyways. But I got all the frame and everything primered, so yeah, a little table today. So I am just going to paint this gloss white. I had a little bit left over from my truck bed, so I'll use it first, and then I bought 2 gallon. So hopefully we have enough. So I'm going to get this stuff mixed up, and we'll be ready to start painting. Alright, well I guess we got a little bit accomplished in this video. Just got this thing tore apart, got all the stuff I want to weld it on, cut all that excess metal off. Yeah, got it painted. Got the wheels powder coated. So in the next video, I guess we'll put all the lights on, go through. I want to just take apart and clean all these bearings up and check all these brakes. They all did work. I just put a 12-volt battery to them and they would all lock up, so make sure all the pads and stuff are good. Go through, check all that, clean up the bearings, re-grease everything. Yeah, and just kind of go from there. Put the lights in, the reflective tape in, and I gotta buy 8 tires. Other than that, I should have everything else for it. So, yeah. I don't know how I feel about a white trailer. I guess once the deck is on it, we'll see how. I think it'll look okay. But yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end this one here because this is getting to be pretty long and I haven't got a video up in a while. So y'all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.